Happy 4th of July. If you're not from the US, today is our Independence Day, and I thought, what better way to celebrate than with you guys? I've always wanted to do one of these videos ever since watching Bethany Mota growing up. She's like the queen of these types of videos, and I've always wanted to do my own spin on it, and that's exactly what we're doing in today's video. I'm so excited. So let's celebrate together. We're going to be creating mood boards. I'm going to show you a Loveshackfancy, really cute DIY that I may or may not be wearing right now, so you don't want to miss that. And then I'm going to show you a really cute hairstyle that you could do, some outfit ideas, some makeup inspiration, and overall this is just going to be so much fun. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get into it. So first we have to create mood boards to get inspired by and to get a clear vision of what kind of aesthetic and vibe we want to go for this 4th of July. These are my favorite makeup products to add a little something extra to your makeup look for the 4th of July. I like to keep my makeup looks pretty simple, so if you're like me, then these makeup tips are going to be perfect for you. Starting with eyeshadow, this eyeshadow palette is from Jill Stewart Beauty, and I'm going to be taking this really beautiful icy blue color and just putting it on the inner parts of my eye to brighten them up. And this shimmery shade is icy blue, so it like really pops with your outfit, especially if you're going to be wearing blue for the 4th of July, and it just really makes your eyes pop. Next, we're going to take this shimmery gold eyeshadow and use it as highlighter. I love using a gold eyeshadow as highlighter because it just makes your makeup pop. Because it is an eyeshadow and not a highlighter, it actually adds even more shine and shimmer than like a regular highlighter would, and I just love the way this looks. You can even add this gold eyeshadow to your brow bone, and it just completes the whole eye look and makes your eyes pop without being too much. Because it's summer, you don't want to add too much makeup on because you'll probably sweat it off. So I feel like this is just the perfect amount of eyeshadow and shimmer. If you really want to sparkle and shimmer, I highly recommend getting some sort of glitter to add to your look. I love this one from Valentino. It's like the most perfect sparkly shimmery, just I don't even know what you would call it. You can literally add it anywhere on your body or on your face, and I love adding this as like a little highlighter and just like completing the look. This really like brings sparkle to your face, and it makes your makeup look ethereal, like you're a fairy, and I just love adding this to my looks. Yes, it does have fallout, but I don't mind it at all because I want to be like a sparkling fairy all night long, especially for the 4th of July. I just love how this looks, and I just feel like it completes the whole entire 4th of July vibe. The next thing I recommend is a red lip, and if you don't want to be that bold, I have the perfect lip combo. This is a NYX lip liner in the color On a Mission, and it's the perfect red tone. You just line the lips. I already did mine because red lips, you got to do that off camera because it could get kind of messy. So I just lined my lips just very lightly with a light hand, not too harsh, and then I just like airbrushed it onto my lips with my finger. And then to complete the lip, I just paired it with this NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip in the color Newsfeed. And even though the color looks super red, it's actually the most perfect muted red pinkish tone. And I just applied this all over the lip, and it just gives like the most perfect shine, and it makes your lips pop just the right amount. And this is a finished makeup look. I think it turned out beautifully. Very light, not too heavy, not too much. And if you're using flash photography, your makeup is going to pop and look so good, especially if you're using glitter. I've seen a lot of different variations of this bubble braid hairstyle, and I decided to recreate it. It's very simple and easy. If you have bangs like me, you want to separate your bangs from the rest of your hair. The best way I can describe this hairstyle is just creating little mini ponytails. The first thing you want to do is create a tiny little ponytail and secure it tightly on the top of your head. Then you want to incorporate some more hair underneath that same ponytail and make another tiny ponytail right underneath it. This braid reminds me of a regular French braid, except you're not braiding, you're just adding hair into a ponytail. I did about 3 different little ponytails on the top of my head, and then I worked my way down my entire strand of hair and just secured little tiny ponytails throughout to create that bubble braid effect. And then once the bubble braid is finally done, you can go ahead and pull some of the hair out to make it more voluminous. I tried my best to go as slow as possible so you can grasp what I'm doing, and I hope this makes sense. The final result is so beautiful and gorgeous, and I'm definitely going to be recreating this hairstyle again. I love how it turned out. When Loveshackfancy first released their version of an American flag sweater crew neck, I knew I had to recreate it, and I've been seeing so much inspiration on my Pinterest feed, and it just felt like the right time to do it. I've been wanting to do this DIY for literally so long, and it's finally the day where I'm just gonna do it. I've been so scared to try this DIY because it involves sewing, and I've never sewed in my entire life, so this is just so cool that I get to document me trying to sew for the very first time. Sewing is something that I've been wanting to try to start doing, and so this is so cool that I get to document this journey for you guys. If you've never sewed either, don't be scared, because if I could do it, you could do it. I literally only watched one video of someone sewing, and then I just was like, all right, I'm just gonna try and do it myself. And I didn't even reference the video the entire time I was sewing. I just kind of figured it out and did it on my own. So the supplies you're going to need is, of course, a white crew neck, or you can do any color you want, light pink, navy blue, it doesn't matter. Just make sure it matches your ribbon and fabric that you're going to use. And then I got my fabric from Joann's before they closed down. I picked a light blue color, and I have 2 options that I wanted to choose from, and I ended up going with something that matches the other ribbons better. And then for the fabric, for the lines, I used ribbon, and I got my ribbon I think from Hobby Lobby. or Michael's. I really get my ribbon anywhere, and whenever I see a cute ribbon, I always stock up. And then of course a thread and needle. It doesn't matter what you use, just whatever your preference is. And that's basically it. It's very simple and self-explanatory. And if you recreate this DIY, please let me know because I want to see it. I love how this turned out. It's so cute, and I feel like you can do all kinds of different things with this and really make it your own. So the first thing I did was try on the crew neck, and as you can see, it was not giving what it needed to give. It wasn't flattering. It had like no flair or flavor to it. So I decided I'm going to chop off the neckline and make it kind of like an over the shoulder moment. This is not necessary, but it definitely added some personality and character to this DIY. Next, we're going to start cutting our fabric and planning out our design. I kind of just eyeballed this. I didn't do any measurements. I just made a simple rectangle. For the stripes, I used ribbon, and I feel like this is the best method to use because they're already cut into stripped pieces, and that's exactly what you need for this. And I also love the fact that you can plan out your design better without even cutting the fabric or ribbon, and it's just easier to plan out. The thing that helped me plan out this whole design is using some sewing pins, and after cutting my fabric, I just inserted those pins so that the fabric stayed in place while I planned out the rest of the design. The hardest part of this whole process is probably threading the needle. Like I said before, I'm just starting my journey of sewing, and so I believe that this stitch that I'm doing is called the running stitch, and it's basically just you going in and out of the fabric using your needle and thread. I purposely wanted this sweater to look messy and frayed, so I was not worrying about any kind of fraying of the fabric or the ribbon. I actually preferred that. And this is the final result of my recreation of the Loveshackfancy American flag crew neck sweater. I just loved how this turned out. This was so much fun, and I can't wait to do even more DIYs like this one. And now for the outfits, I curated 3 different looks, and I'm so indecisive of what to wear, so definitely let me know which outfit is your favorite. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was so much fun to film, and I'm so happy that we got to celebrate the 4th of July together. Definitely follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all of the social medias, because you don't want to miss all of the content that I have coming up soon. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next girly video. Bye!